Today, we're in our hometown of Toledo, Ohio.
We're going to visit a somewhat newer vegan spot and a world-famous Toledo classic.
Because you know who hates Toledo? Boring people. Let's
that
go. We're traversing the land. Jeff's taken me to his favorite vegan spots, where I'm going to find the most delicious items on the menu that anyone would enjoy.
Adam will be taking me everywhere else, where I'll hope to find something vegan on their menu. Where will we end up?
Toledo, Ohio, the real jewel of the Midwest.
Holy Toledo!
Toledo.
Toledo.
Toledo. Toledo.
Toledo! T-Town!
Say what you want about this city, but it's home to a lot of great things like the University of Toledo and the Toledo Rockets, the walleye of the ECHL, and of course, the world-famous Toledo Mudhens. They are part of the reason that Toledo is one of the best minor league sports cities in the country. The Mudhens have an incredibly rich history and some of the best fans you will find anywhere.
We're also famous for a world-class Toledo Museum of Art and Toledo Zoo. Basically, whatever you want, we got it.
All right, we are downtown at My Pick, the Leaf and Seed Cafe.
And now's the part where I say, let's go check it out.
The Leaf and Seeds brick and mortar location opened in December of 2019. Located on 10th Street downtown, the menu has a very nice variety, including breakfast, which is why we came. Of course, everything here is vegan. I went with the breakfast sandwich, which was tofu scramble, sausage, smoked provolone. Came with a side of home fries, and I also got a berry blend smoothie.
That scramble is good.
That was probably the best breakfast I'd had in a long time.
I got a breakfast burrito, because of course I did. Packed with tofu scramble, hash browns, bell peppers, pico de gallo. And I also ended up going with a cocoa smoothie. Cocoa? Cacao! I don't know what it was, but it was good. And so was that burrito. I'm not an expert, but that may have been the best tofu scramble I've ever had.
Oh, that's really good. That scramble in there is
fantastic. The Leaf and Seed Cafe is a great choice for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let's go see what Adam picked for us.
Opened and operating in the Hungarian neighborhood since the 1930s, Tony Packo's has become a cornerstone not only of Toledo cuisine, but culture in general. Made famous by Toledo native Jamie Farr and mentioning it on MASH, Packos has grown to include a number of locations, including Packos at the Park and a number of Packos Hungarian cafes throughout town.
All right, and we are now at Tony Packo's location on Secor Road. There are a number of them throughout the city, but this is the one that's got the vegan dogs, so that's what we're checking out.
We'll see what they got.
Packos is so well known and has been operating for so long that a number of their condiments and pickles are actually available nationwide in addition to their stores. Each location is filled with memorabilia, most notably the signed hot dog buns. Starting with Burt Reynolds in 1972, celebrities will pop by and sign a commemorative bun that's on display. Everyone from sports stars, musicians, pro wrestlers. I mean, it's goddamn Mr. T, come on. These are on display in each location, and I think they're different ones in every location. Except Burt Reynolds, I know he was in here, so he's probably everywhere. The menu is their take on a number of Hungarian comfort foods. I went with the Packos Feast, which included cabbage stuffed with pork and rice, one of the classic original Hungarian sausages, and a side of their chili, which is also fantastic. If you've ever been to Toledo, you've had one of these and you know it's fantastic. If you haven't, get your life together.
You already know what it is.
While we know you're coming for the hot dogs, the rest of the food was pretty cool too. I did enjoy the stuffed cabbage a lot, especially because that's not really something that you see in an establishment with a drive-thru pretty often. And I appreciate that.
I went with a couple of their vegan dogs. It's a vegan sausage, mustard, onions, and this very unique chili with more vegetables than I care to count. Tony Packos is such a Toledo staple. Adding vegan options is definitely a plus.
Oh yeah, it's good.
This stuff is going to be great no matter which location you go to. Anyone that is or ever will be in the Toledo area for more than 20 minutes needs to stop by here. And with them rolling out vegan options, it's a classic anyone can enjoy.
All right, so we started off with my pick, the Leaf and Seed Cafe. Somewhat newer location after spending a few years just doing the food truck thing. I went with the breakfast sandwich. It was a tofu scramble, probably like a lentil sausage and a smoked provolone. This was a good sandwich. Definitely, I knew it was going to be good, but it was better than I actually thought it would be. Really good sandwich. I could eat that any day for breakfast. Also had a side of home fries, which was perfect with it, and the berry blend smoothie. Just really perfect breakfast. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I had the breakfast burrito, which was basically everything you had, but wrapped in a tortilla. It had the hash browns, tofu scrambles, bell peppers. It was really good. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, that may be the best tofu scramble I've ever had. Not that I've had an excessive amount, but it was real good. And then I had that cacao smoothie. There's an A in there that I don't know what to do with, so that's what it was. But yeah, like Jeff said, just a very good, just perfect breakfast meal. Just phenomenal. So if I was rating that, especially, being one of the, I think right now it is the only fully vegan sit-down restaurant in Toledo.
Right.
So yeah, something high, 4.7-ish probably. I was real happy with it.
Pretty much read my mind there. That's why I was going with a 4.7. Couldn't really ask for anything better.
Yeah.
Great place to eat.
Absolutely. And then for my pick, we went to one of Packos' locations, not the original Tony Packo's. They're rolling out their vegan sausages to some of the smaller locations, some of the satellite locations, if you will. So we went to the one on Secor Road. But again, if you've been to Toledo, you've been here. If you haven't, you need to be here because this is one of those things that Toledo is known for.
Yeah.
And just saying that, it's not one of those places that's all hype. Everything they have is really good. The sausage / hot dog, whatever you want to call it, that was just absolutely phenomenal, but that's what it's famous for. But the stuffed cabbage was really good, especially something that you wouldn't expect from a little place in a strip mall in Maumee, Ohio.
That wasn't Maumee.
And the chili, they're known for their chili too. It was really good.
All right, I went with their vegan dog. I got two of them. Can't be 100% sure. I believe it's a field roast sausage. There's kind of two sides of this when it comes to the chili. One part of you wants a chili really close to the original, but they did something completely different. It's got green beans in it, black beans, it's cauliflower, carrots. It's kind of strange at first, but it's really good. And it actually really works with the traditional toppings of the mustard and the onions. I mean, if you're going to a place like that for a vegan dog, it's definitely worth going.
I saw that real kind of, I don't want to say weird, but it's a very untraditional chili. And, But it looked really good. Like, I kind of wished I had gotten one of those just to try that chili, because that just looked awesome. Yeah,
it's less of like a, say like a coney style sauce, and more like an actual chili you would eat like in a bowl. Like a they call it the vegetarian chili. Then they just put it on top of sauce, and it really works.
Yeah, like there were like whole slices of squash and stuff in there. Like, that looked real good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Guess if I'm rating this, still pretty high. It's a Toledo classic. You know, even with the vegan dogs, a lot of places will do the vegan option, and it's kind of like, you know, why'd you bother? This is really good. Really worth the trip. We'll go with a 4.5.
Yeah, saying probably somewhere in that area. Like, I would probably go with a 4.6. But it is absolutely one of those places. If you're ever around Toledo, like, this is one of those things that's inherently Toledo. You need to stop here. That's the spot.
All right. So if you're enjoying the content, hit that like button and subscribe.
All right. So this has been Jeff. I've got me a Chrysler since about 20. We'll see you soon.